Well, this is gonna be my first time combining all year. You can see this was combine yesterday when I was at school. But my dad has some odds and ends to do this morning, so I'm gonna get started combining. And when you're used to looking at a 4-row, because if you don't know, this is the first year with our 6-row. Usually you run a 4-row wide every other year, but this year we got 6-row 30-inch planter and a 6-row 30-inch. This year we have a 6-row 30-inch head. So this will actually is my first time I'm going to combine with this corn head. Obviously Dad has done it. One thing I already noticed is it looks like the rolls are doing a way better job of chewing the stalks up compared to the old head. And our 4-row did a better job, and our 4-row did better than the 4-row before it, so the rolls are pretty good. Now my SD card and this GoPro keeps giving me errors, so I'm gonna make this quick. Start the combine up, and we'll start the head up. Here we are. I like how the end augers help push it in when it's kind of tipped over like that. But my first time with the 6-row head. I need to pay attention. Combined around 900 bushels probably so far, and I'll tell you what I think about this head so far. I like it a lot, but there is one problem with it, which we had with pretty much every corn head, is it just shells a lot in the head. If you look close, the second that ear hits, there's kernels flying everywhere. I think this number kind of falls off the cob a little too easy, maybe. But I think what we should really get before next harvest is those 360 brush chains. I think that would help tremendously, because we're not losing any out the back, we're just losing it out the freaking head. But we've always had that problem, so I think that's really the only solution. I have slowed the head down so the when it gets pulled through, it doesn't get slammed down as hard. But I noticed if you keep it up, the head a little higher up, closer to the ear, it helps reduce the impact too. But I don't know, my favorite part, one of the favorite parts is now we don't have to fold in that ladder. Before with the 4-row you had to fold it in, otherwise it knocked the row over. Also, when you're on a steep side hill, the combine will kind of trail like that, and with the 4-row it'd run this row of corn over every single time. But this head's wider, so we don't have that problem, so that's nice. And we're pretty much going the same ground speed as the 4-row because we had the combine adjusted a heck of a lot better, so we didn't lose any speed. I could probably still go a little faster than 2.5, but we're not pushing it, so we had some CB radios? Wouldn't that be fun? Man, we could joke around a lot with some CB radios. Cornhead looks to be doing pretty good. This number is a different number, and it seems to be shelling out in the head a lot less than that other number we were combine. This is also a different brand of corn too, so and it seems to be yielding better. So later that day we kind of sunk and planted this John Deere 4450 full load. We were on the other end of that field, and I unloaded into it, and the other guy drove across, and next thing you know, he's stuck. This was kind of a wet spot and comes out of nowhere. Here's the front tire. You can see how sunk down it is. To get it out, we got the other 4450 and we put a chain to the front of the other 4450, and we tried to pull the tractor and the wagon out. That didn't work, so we unhooked the wagon and we barely got the tractor out. Actually, the one we were pulling got unstuck, but the one that was the first 50 that was supposed to be doing the pulling out, that one pretty much got stuck, and there's some ruts there. Yeah, I pretty much got stuck. I had all four tires spinning for about 30 seconds before it started to move. So then we wrapped a chain around the frame on the back, pulled the wagon backwards, hooked onto it, and then we drove downhill down the ravine waterway there, and then back around up the hill. Almost got stuck again in the one other wet spot, but we got her out of there. There's the combine after we got rained out. The bin was about 200 to 250 bushels away from getting full, but it looks like we're going to be rained out for about 2 weeks. There's a truck we got some chains with, but yeah, the corn's drying in the bin right now. We pretty much call it full. It's only 200 bushels off when it started to rain, so maybe if we didn't get it stuck, we would have got it 100% full, but you never know.